money. I must add, because the governor didn't want us to save money. The governors of states who were the main culprits of not saving money. We even went to court to stop federal government from saving, from doing anything. All of us collectively. But yesterday is gone. We can't change yesterday. And we can't agonize about yesterday. It only serves us the energy. We can't change it. But it serves us the energy to change tomorrow. While we cannot change yesterday, we can change tomorrow. And that is why I've chosen as personally to speak, even when I might be offending some of my colleagues. And some people will say, when you were there, why didn't you do it? And I said to them, when you say when we were there, it was okay. Now that it's bad, let's start thinking.
Let's start thinking.
Today, budget IT showed that only 4 states in our country is viable. Rivers, Lagos, Akwa Ibom, and Enugu. The rest are not viable. Even those 4 that are viable have huge debts. Lagos has about $1 trillion debts today. Rivers and Akwa Ibom is over 200 billion. And Enugu, 40. And if you look at the sustainability of these states, one thing is that overhead cost. Nothing else. The cost of governance in this country is unacceptable. In any part of the world, even in developed world, is unsustainable. And it's a crisis, and it's deliberate. We must reverse it now, or it will consume everybody. I'm going to talk about the states. The federal government, I'm sure those who are qualified are talking about it. And I illustrate, if you go to America, which we always like to cite, even when we shouldn't compare ourselves with America. Your Highness, thank you for comparing us with Kenya, because everybody talks about America. But even if you go to America, that they like to compare us with, let me give you just in an legislation. One state in America operates the same unicameral legislation that we do, Nebraska. Nebraska today has a budget of about $9 billion, which is about 3 trillion of our money. Nebraska has a house of 49. The budget of the entire southeast and northeast is about $1 trillion. So that is about, Nebraska budget is 3 times the budget of northeast and southeast. 11 states put together. Yet, these states operate where we have House members 278. In Nebraska, they pay their legislators $12,000 because most of them have other jobs they're doing. So it costs them $3.6 million every year for a House member. They don't buy the vehicles and everything. No. It costs them $3.6 million to keep them. So for every year it's about 180 million naira to keep their house going. In fact, one of the longest speakers used to be a dean of the university and goes part-time to do his speaker job. One of the longest serving speakers. In Nigeria, even when they do part-time, it's a full-time job. Because they don't sit every day, they sit maybe twice in a week.
Yes.
And it costs about 15 million in salary to keep one House member, and within 4 years you buy them vehicle twice at cost of 15 million each. So if you divide it over 30 million, it's 7.5 million plus 15 is 22 million per 5 just to keep them salary and their car for that 4 years. So you're looking at every year for 278%, you're looking at a bill of 6,250,000,000 as per Nebraska of 180 million. That is your country. That is excluding the cost of PA, MA, all the people that carry them, confusion, constituency project, allowance, for all those things that that I'm just talking about straight cost. There's no